Bitcoin facing some September blues, but there's still some opportunities out there in the market. I'm going to share those with you today. One to watch, Cherry Ripe, and a danger zone. Hyperliquid getting a lot of buzz, and it is one of the best charts out there right now. It is staring down a new all-time high. There is a moment to get quite bullish here. There's also a moment just to take a bit of pause and understand, right, if Bitcoin is kind of looking a little bit weak here down into the lower support areas, then we do have to be a little bit cautious. But that said, if that level cracks above at that $50 level, and I think you need to wait for a weekly close, a strong weekly close through that region, then I think we've cracked that all-time high level. We're safely above a lot of these peaks and where supply and sellers tend to come in. We'd also start to invalidate this lower highs on the momentum oscillator, so the RSI. What we don't want to see here is another run back into this top. You FOMO in, and then we're actually seeing momentum continue to wean off. So that is a bearish divergence. We just got to make sure the price actually follows through. Apart from that, Hyperliquid looks really good here, guys. If there's any opportunities back down towards the 10 EMA and the volume support down here, so anywhere between, let's say 46 and 45, I think that's a really solid area to begin looking at Hyperliquid. If we lose probably the base of these two candles, if we start to flirt with 43 and we're drifting lower, then I think things are going to roll over pretty substantially and quite fast. The bearish divergence is going to play out. We're going to be hunting for those 38 levels, maybe a little bit lower. Right, wanted to share Solana with you today because it is one to watch / cherry ripe. Hasn't really made the move yet. Like Hyperliquid, it's running towards its local highs or multi-year highs. It's starting to test those areas, and I still want to see that flip overhead. I want to see us rip through that 206, 207 level, get above these peaks and really firm above there. Now I've got aggressive here. I've been watching that level for a very, very long time with these series of higher highs and higher lows up through this wedge, and it's flipped the level I really wanted to. If you go back, this is a core level of resistance and support going a long, long, long way back, multi-year resistance support level. So a lot of Solana is changing hands through that region, and if we get some kind of decisive move up or below, then we know the market is choosing a direction. And right now she's holding really firm. It's like there's a strong accumulation through this entire region, and it's going to resolve itself up at 261 as long as it holds above the 183, 184 level. It's got a lot of support beneath it now, which is fantastic. It's building on the 50 on the RSI. So I think opportunities are there. If we get maybe another pullback into that region, the 188 region, anything below 190 I think is a good buy. Anything down to 180 is a fantastic buy, but you just have to manage a bit of a danger zone about 181, 180. But above, that's where I see the breakout at 208, weekly close. Then we're heading off to 261, which is the old high region through here. So I don't think we're really too far away for a lot of these coins. I mean, they're having some pullbacks. They're holding relatively strong versus Bitcoin, which is a super positive. I did share Hyperliquid just before, and I think Ethereum's the safe bet there, but wanted to choose another chart for you. All right, let's move on to my danger zone. Right, would have chosen a multitude of charts as my danger zone because a lot of them are doing similar things to this, not structurally exactly the same, but some of them are closing beneath some key horizontals. They've had a bit of a relief bounce along with Bitcoin, and now they're beginning to weaken again, but they're in a series of lower highs. You can see here with these circles, lower high, lower high, lower high, did a bit of a fake out above this trend line, but just broadly, the trend is super clear. It cannot find any footing above these kinds of levels. Now I've got the Fibonacci retracement drawn here because I'm wondering, well, where does, if the 0.618 fails, if this continues to move lower, where can this likely go? Now this is probably too extreme, coming down to 62 cents, but if this area continues to fold and that support level continues to weaken, then I think the 0.786 down here at 85, 86 cents is absolutely on the cards. Now Virtuals had that lower low in this region. We've had that pulse back into the 10 EMA, but it's running straight into the resistance. Hasn't cleared it. To be bullish on Virtuals, I think we actually need to wait for a lot higher. So I just wouldn't be getting involved in this. 0.786 could be a nice level to bid, but this is a bearish chart, guys. Like macro, so bigger picture in a macro sense, this is trying to put in, higher high, looking to form its first higher low, and then we can really start to look at higher highs from here into these Fibonacci extensions up to $4.60, previous highs. But right now, the weakening nature of this chart, I'd be waiting for at least a break of the downtrend and maybe a flip of that 0.5 level at $1.48 region. Right now, though, I think we have to look downwards. The RSI2 has a lot of room to move to get into oversold. So that's a danger zone. Yeah, I was looking at Pepe, I was looking at Shiba Inu. A lot of the meme coins look very similar. Popcat, they're teetering right on the edge of support. And if Bitcoin shows any additional weakness, runs back into its 10 EMA on the daily and rolls over, a lot of these altcoins are going to feel the pain again. But that said, I am watching relative strength through a lot of them. They're holding up pretty well, even though Bitcoin's, folded a couple of percentage points. But if we start flirting with 106, 100,000, I mean, a lot of these altcoins I think are going to roll. Just a reminder as well, guys, tomorrow Joe and I are going to do our special session where instead of we do the top 10 altcoins, we have a look at the market and give you our top 3 picks of coins that we are personally either buying, investing, trading, and looking at. So hopefully you find that valuable. Can't wait to share that with you. All right, guys, bye.